There's a farmstead here and good water here. So that I have to pass the good water. It's the only way to cross the river. Kind of curious about this place over here, though.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
If I continue watching, I feel like I get in trouble, so maybe I should just greet them?
You walk towards the children. As you raise your hand to greet them, the boy catches sight of you. His eyes grow wide, and he points to you with a chubby little finger. All he can manage to say is, "There." Now the girl has turned to face you too. Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arms and runs screaming towards the farmhouse.
So, humans are not responding very well to me so far, which is odd, because unless you have a specific reason to be afraid of dwarves, if you just encountered one in the wild, you just be like, oh, that's a slightly oddly proportioned human. Maybe I should try to naively explain myself.
Without rushing, you follow the children to the farmhouse into which they've disappeared. After a few moments, they reappear, accompanied by their parents. Their father is a thick-set man with grey hair.
I am Opatia. This is my wife, Remsa.
The blonde woman nods a greeting almost imperceptibly and clasps her daughter tightly to her. She looks you over with an anxious expression.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Tungdal.
You try to make your voice sound as harmless as possible.
We could ask about the wife, but I feel like that's mostly just going to make them uncomfortable. Ask if they've seen anyone, which makes sense for why I'm here, or just say I'm leaving. Yeah. Have two travelers passed by here in the last few days?
Over the last few days, have you seen two travelers heading east?
Opatia looks at his wife, but she shakes her head.
Why do you ask?
Yeah, we could mention the bodies we found.
I found them. Two dead bodies on the side of the road. A good day's march east from here.
Dead bodies?
She hastily covers her son's ears.
Was it orcs?
Remsa, what would orcs be doing up here? It was probably just bandits.
Your wife seems worried?
I'm sorry if I scared your wife and children.
The man waves dismissively.
No. It's just that my fair woman is especially jumpy these days.
The orcs have been spotted near Calmstead. You should take it more seriously.
The farmer's wife clutches her daughter even tighter before the girl finally protests. The boy steps forward excitedly and cuts the air with his stick.
If strangers come, we're supposed to run away, but I can hit them too.
Opatia pats his son on the head, laughing.
We're safe. The orcs have no reason to come so far north.
Wouldn't it be better to move to one of the bigger villages if there are orcs around?
The farm is our livelihood. We can't just leave the place. The fields don't look after themselves. King Tilligorn's cavalry will take care of the orcs, or Lord Yonan and his magi.
But the cavalry can't be everywhere at once. Even a handful of orcs would be enough to finish us.
Once the seeds are planted, I'll build the hideaway, just as you wish. But what use is a hideaway if we've nothing to eat in the autumn?
So they're planning on things they can use to hide away if the orcs show up. Because the king's men and any other guards are going to prioritize important locations, and no matter what you are, the farmers just kind of get screwed. We saw a lot of this in Witcher, where the average farmer just rather didn't care what the overall struggles were of the land. I can say they should build it immediately, you'll starve without harvest, or I should leave. Part of me feels like I shouldn't really be explaining. I feel like I shouldn't be telling them what to do with their lives. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm some blacksmith that's been hanging out in some underground looking area for some long time. I'm just going to leave them to their business.
You bid farewell and set off on your way. The children follow you for a while before saying their goodbyes in laughter and running back towards the farm.
It's not my call whether they prioritize their food for their future or their hideaway from the orcs. And I don't have any reason to think my character would be an expert in that in such a manner.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
We can follow the path or look over the side of the river. Let's take a look.
Your eyes roam the land on the other side of the river. You estimate that you will soon have completed half of the journey to Blacksaddle, but you still can't make out the mountain on the horizon. The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
So I may not necessarily explore the entire map, because we do have limited provisions, and I don't know yet how often I should expect to get more from the environment or from events. And for all I know, we might be using the same map for the entire game, so I may have plenty of chance to explore these locations as we go on. It might be a little excessive to exhaust the map the way I normally would.
There are small fires burning every 50 steps or so. They are intended to light up the area in front of the palisade in the night, so that orcs can't creep up to within an arrow's reach without being seen.
So they're expecting attacks. Quite a few, perhaps.
You have spent the last nights under bushes on the hard, cold ground. You are yearning for a good meal and a real bed.
Not a bad idea. Let's see, can I approach safely, or am I going to get in trouble here? Please don't try to kill me. Be appreciated. Hi. I'm not an orc. Can you see how, totally not green I am?
The double gate is made of strong planks. Sturdy, but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications. Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Oh, too bad. We can't mention the bodies or report anything like that. But no, we have not seen orcs. So I can request entry, saying I don't want to sleep under the stars, or I demand entry. Let's not be pushy.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stayed closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
That's not a good sign. Let's see, I can bring up the decorations. Doesn't make a stable impression. I owe someone in the village 20 pieces of gold, so I can bribe him. Or I can say stay alert and leave.
The orc heads on the spears look fresh, a fact that causes you unease for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Right, boys? Yeah! That's right! Yeah! We've killed our fair share of orcs and know how to motivate them. Those ugly mugs will spur them on, and then they'll perish in front of our gates.
Two things become clear to you. Firstly, that the mercenaries the villagers have hired are excellent at killing orcs, and secondly, that they sadly have no brains at all.
When did you kill these orcs?
Yesterday. We caught a couple of their scouts first. The others try to take revenge in the evening. Let's see who'll turn up today.
Do you want me to be mauled by the orcs? Let me in!
You're pleased to notice that your voice sounds more accusatory than worried. The free peoples of Girdlegard have always stood side by side against the beasts of Tion. The mercenary seems to weigh up his options, but then shakes his head.
Put a few miles between yourself and us, and then you should be safe. As safe as you can be these days.
I'm a blacksmith. And a dwarf. Let me tell you, your gate might look solid, but it won't withstand a real orc assault.
The murmuring all around him makes the man pause for a moment. If anyone else had criticized the stronghold, they'd have been laughed down and shooed away. But no one understands defense systems like the dwarves.
A dwarf blacksmith who just happens to be standing in front of our gate?
That's right. I can see to it that orcs crack open their skulls on your gate, just like at home on the High Pass. Skulls that add up to hard cash for you.
You only know about the secondling stronghold from books, but you can see in the man's face you've pushed the right buttons.
All right then. You can spend the night in the village. You begin work tomorrow morning, and it had better work like you promised.
Of course. It's a trifle.
We have no idea what we're talking about. Well, we kind of know what we're talking about, but we have not practiced what we're talking about. Also,
After a meal, you spend the night in the comfort and shelter of a Goodwater tavern. The next morning, you feel fully refreshed. You strengthen the gate with cross braces of wood and iron, using your experience and skill. Now it should be able to withstand an attack for much longer. Mercenaries and villagers alike watch you work, clearly impressed. As you finish, a man approaches you.
Well done, dwarf. We were right to bring you into our village.
The village grew rich through bridge tolls, and this wealth must be defended.
wow, looks like I've earned my place a little bit. And apparently that work was pretty quick. I was worried that we're going to be stuck working here for like a week or something, like it would really eat into the duration of our trip. Let's see.
I've spent almost half an orbit strengthening the gate. How about a bit of compensation?
The council member's face darkens.
We've paid for food and lodgings, and because we're generous, we've also thrown in the bridge toll. Good day, Mr. Dwarf.
Well, aren't they bitchy today? So they think the fact that they haven't charged me is enough for the fact that I've freaking improved their business almost permanently. We can go to a riverbank near Düsseldorf, or I can keep going towards our primary objective way down here at Black Saddle. May want to do that, because we do have a time limit here. Maybe I'll swing by some of these other settlements on the way.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs. But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Speaking of uneasy feelings, I saw that thing right over here. This moved by one space when we were moving. Could be orcs, could be just a merchant or something that's useful. Hard to say from here, but now we know that there's other moving objects on the map. So I can set up at the camp at the old fireplace, or... Oh, so I can set up at the camp at the existing fireplace and then either sleep or try to stay awake, or I can set up a new camp hidden away. Let's see. It's not a crazy idea. Using an existing camping space may be some kind of trap. Maybe we should try to hide away.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions. You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armour on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
I take it the orcs have appeared. I'm taking in this game so far. This is a nice change of pace. It's another top-down RPG, and I play a lot of those, but the way the narrative is structured and the cutscenes are animated and even the map navigation is something that feels different.
I am Synthras of Son Balsur. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
And which of us is the leader?
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkul.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land. Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone.
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I got in the tree. That was extreme.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you'd be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
What would have happened if I had been captured, exactly? I assume if I camped down there, I would have been captured, unless maybe my character would have just panicked and hidden.
Better safe than sorry.
Your eyes scan the deserted camp, and you listen carefully for any noise. But you don't see or hear anything suspicious.
This actually has me wondering if any of the dialogue options you pick or decisions you can choose along the way might just get you killed right on the spot and give you make you reload your save. Oh wow, they even animated that. That's impressive. There's so many animations in this game. It just surprises me because I've played so many video games lately where every time you do any action, the game just fades to black and then fades back in with the conditions changed. Both indie games and some AAA games even I'm just like surprised how often nothing's animated. Nope. Getting some camera angle problems from being too close to the tree. Hello.
Some battered plates of armor have been left behind, presumably because they no longer offer their wearers sufficient protection. All of them are human design, plundered by the orcs who don't make armor themselves.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar, in front of you. A grounding, perfect for a spotted breakfast.
They may have over-applied that voice filter a little bit on those guys. If I had stopped and observed the location for another phase, I kind of wonder if I kept observing over and over again instead of coming down from the tree, if I could have triggered these guys coming in without me being down here. I'm in some trouble now. I can confront them or throw my axe at the leader and try to escape. Well, fighting them all at once as an untrained character is a bad idea, so maybe the best move is to try to surprise them.
You know that you're no warrior, but perhaps you can escape with a diversion.
Oh.
Oink, oink, little piggies! By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey! That one was mine! You're just too slow, dear brother! Too slow? Just wait!
Wow. That was more physical comedy than I was expecting. That was a really nice detail of him throwing the axe, and just the most, like, non-ceremonious, like, deflection. I've got party members now. Neat. Alright, so I've got my blacksmith blow. Deals a lot of damage to a few enemies and throws them back. Versus right, I have the talisman, where I have a chance of reducing damage, so I have to trigger it. Interesting. I should probably try to hit 2 of these guys with this if I can. Oh, I can't, maybe. Too bad. Still should give it a go.
What is it?
And you have Leap. I know what that does. Blade Storm. A multitude of blows rains down on enemies in front of Boïndil. Let's plan a Leap attack. Oh, I'm surrounded by enemies already. Well, I'll still... let's do the AoE attack then. That's a good idea.
What is it?
You have Mighty Blow, bunch of damage to an enemy, and Eruption. Pushes back all enemies surrounding him with the chance of knocking them down. Okay. Should probably engage with these guys. Yeah, let's get right in the fray. Here comes the AoE. Boom. That's fun. I need to get in range first. Oh. I kind of like one-shot my main character just now. Don't do that. Aim these attacks better. They hit friends too. Gotta keep that one in mind. Alright, we're gonna give this one another go. How about that?
What now?
So, you'll do the Blade Storm.
Yes?
Let's have you help with the crowd over here, because this guy's inexperienced and might go down quickly if we're not careful. Carefully avoid hitting him this time. There we go. Much better. Especially good that I didn't obliterate my friend that time. No one's particularly weak right now. Hit that guy.
Yeah.
There we go.
What is it?
And you can do the AoE now. Except that would probably hurt him, so let's maybe avoid that. Let's go for another heavy damage hit. There we go. That knockback is substantial. Now you, on the other hand, are alone and can do stuff like this like crazy. With no real punishment. Just constant AoE and damage and make a mess of everybody. You're taking damage. You've also got some of this stocked up, so let's try to make good use of it.
Who's next?
He's all out now. You've got the next one, though. Let's go for W down here. That looks like it hurts.
What is it?
Yeah, we're taking some damage here. It's a problem.
They're hitting me pretty hard.
Okay, we're getting in trouble here.
Yes? What is it?
We need to push towards our main character who's taking a lot of damage right now. Let's use our amulet. That'll last 15 seconds. That's something at least. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage.
Understood.
Can he just push away from combat? Maybe run away a little bit. He'll be fine. He's not doing that great though.
What is it?
I can't give him orders, huh? Weird. Is he stunned or something? knockback. That's severe. We've had a chance. We've had a chance to recover a little bit. I can almost use the R skill again. Let's do. I might be able to take out this guy right now. Activate the cooldown for damage reduction. That's one less target there. Unfortunately, he's become the target of the ranged characters, so going over there was a mistake, because it makes him get the attention of all the ranged characters. If I go for the campsite, we can probably hold him off a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Just trying to get my characters together so they can back each other up a little bit better, perhaps. You're pretty tough, though. Let's make a mess. There we go. If I group them all together, they can probably defend the weaker guy a little better. There we go. There we go. Well, now he's about to go down. Let's make a mess of them. There we go. Way better. Holy crap. This game's not taking it easy right now, is it? So the entire party is almost completely dead. Probably the best move I can do is charge in with this not particularly wounded character. Really, he just went down. Crap. Well, that's not good. I tried. There's not too many of them left, though. We're down to, like, the ranged ones.
Yes.
Maybe I can make this work?
Understood.
Wait, do you have leap attack? You do not. You do not have leap attack.
On my way.
Let's go charge in and see if we can work together or something. Here, you can perhaps get these guys distracted for a bit.
Yes.
Hey there. And you can do a powerful swing. Can I hit both? Nope. There we go. He's probably dead now.
Too easy.
There we go. Now we're making this count. Finish that guy off real quick. There we go. There we go.
On my way.
Now we're doing better.
Understood.
We're almost making it. Unfortunately, that guy's down. I don't know if I don't know if I can pick him up.
At once.
Let's see. Can I highlight him?
Understood.
I actually don't know if he can pick people up. He's doing fine over there, so I'll just let him do him for a little while. See if I can do anything with this guy.
On my way.
I didn't hit you very hard.
At once.
Is there a friendship button? Does not appear to be a friendship button in this game.
At once.
Hey guys.
On my way.
Let's go find the next bad guy. There they are. Where are they? Wait, where are they?
On my way.
Understood.
There must be a bad guy somewhere, right? There they are. Ooh, that's the last 4. Alright, let's group. We'll group up then.
For you.
There we go. We'll make a mess of things. And they gave us time to recover.
Yes.
And that'll be their mistake. Boom. That looked like it hurt. There we go. There goes the tough guy. I'll activate my cooldown for damage reduction. It's too bad that one guy went down, but I don't know how much more I could have done to prevent it. There we go. These single target attacks are dangerous. Is that friendly? That is friendly fire. I need to position them better. Get him over here. The width of his swing is making him hit his teammate.
As good as done.
There we go. Fixed it.
Oink oink. That's all. No more orcs. Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill? Well fought? But he fought like a... Boïndil, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
My name is Boëndal Hookhand, of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boïndil Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you. Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
Are their names Boëndal and Boïndil? Those are incomprehensibly similar names. Wow, okay.
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabur sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
There was a meeting last night. The Elfar serve a certain Nod-on who calls himself Lord of the Perish Land. They have enlisted 3 orc hordes to cause unrest in the south.
Did you hear that, Boëndal? Peggy snouts!
The Elfar from Son Balzur and the orcs from Taboribor are working together?
And could ally with the orcs from the Perish Land.
The twins look at you solemnly. You all know what that would mean for the people of Girdlegard.
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's death. We should get going.
We've got to...
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it's our duty to get you to the Ogre's Death Fortress in one piece.
I thought the duty of dwarves was to protect the innocent in Girdlegard.
Lot Yonan and King Broron will take care of the orcs. We 3 must be careful. You're not exactly a warrior.
But he has broad shoulders and broad hands. There's hope for him yet. So when you've got the chance to split a few orc skulls, you should take it.
I would be happy to follow you into the realm of the secondlings. In truth, there is nothing I would rather do. But first, I must travel to Blacksaddle and return some things to a former famulus of Lot Yonan.
Blacksaddle isn't exactly on our way.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well, he's certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf. Perhaps we'll be able to make a real dwarf of him on the way.
All right, we'll accompany you. The sooner we find that famulus, the quicker we can get back to the mountains.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
I like you, but we'll have to find you another name. Bolafar. It's about as good as Lipsmith, Paddletosh, or Blufflegrump. It is stupid, senseless, and definitely not a name of honor. What are you good at?
I'm good at reading.
Reading? You're a scholar?
Hey, experience apparently. Oh, look, he's level 2. Well, I like these characters. I'm glad we got a little party dynamic now. Boïndil exploring alone was quickly becoming dangerous. Yeah, their names are Boëndal and Boïndil. Yeah, that's their parents had a sense of humor, didn't they? Ooh, we get to choose binary skills. Boïndil sweep. Boïndil sweeps an enemy off his feet. Or cleave, lateral blow, dealing damage to several enemies and knocking them sideways. There's clearly a demand for AoE attacks, considering how many enemies we've fought every single time so far. So I'm thinking probably cleave. There you go. This will be interesting. Ooh, found 27 provisions. 1 small healing potion, 161 gold, and a talisman of healing. 10% chance to regenerate 10% health during a successful attack. That's neat. So a self-healing skill.